Some last minute UFC Atlanta predictions. First, we have Jamie Lynn Horth and Vanessa Demopoulos. I'm going with Jamie Lynn Horth. I just think she's a better fighter. Phil Rowe and Angelusa. Now, it's a pretty close fight to predict, but I'm going to say Phil Rowe wins with his range, having about 5 inches of height on Angelusa and 6.5 inches of reach. That's too big of an advantage for me to not pick Phil Rowe. Ricky Simone, Cameron Smotherman. I'm going to go with Ricky Simone because, well, Smotherman, he's coming on short notice, first of all, and he also has lost his last fight against Surrey City. I thought he would have won that fight. That's why I'm going to go with Ricky Simone by decision or TKO in the later rounds. Cody Durden, Jose Ochoa. You know, Jose Ochoa is the favorite, and he had a really close fight with Loner Kavanaugh. And, yeah, I'm actually going to go with Cody Durden because I feel like we've seen this before with Felipe dos Santos, where they have a good performance against somebody and then they do not as good. It's a little different here with Jose Ochoa, but yeah, I think Cody Durden's going to win. The crowd's on his side. I'm going with Cody Durden, but I could see Jose Ochoa getting it done. Malcolm Wellmaker and Chris Moutinho. I'm definitely going with Malcolm Wellmaker. No brainer for me. Chris Moutinho, I mean, he's re-signed. Congrats to him, but I'm going to go with Wellmaker by a knockout in the first round. Michael Chiesa, Court McGee. I don't really know why Michael Chiesa isn't getting fed to the Wolves, but I'm going with him to beat Court McGee. I mean, maybe by rear naked choke. That's kind of the only thing he does. I mean, if anybody can prevent that, then I think they do beat him and stuff his takedowns, which aren't that great, but at this level, they'll probably work. So I'm going with Michael Chiesa by submission. Let's move on to the prelim headliner, Paul Craig, Rodolfo Bellato. I'm going to go for Rodolfo Bellato here because, you know, it pains me to do it. I like Paul Craig. He's the man who beat Ankalaev, but he couldn't beat Bo Nickel. I think Bellato's just going to get his hands going. Probably find a shot eventually. It's sad, but I'm going to go with Bellato by knockout. I'll say round 2. Now, Alonzo Menafield versus Umar Sy. Now, I could see picking Alonzo Menafield, but seeing that Umar Sy is now a minus 700 favorite, I'm definitely going with him. Maybe the odds makers just know something we don't, so I'm going to go with Umar Sy, probably by decision. I don't think he has the power to knock out Menafield. I mean, he could, but he doesn't have too much power. I don't think he gets it to the ground either. I know he took down Tuco Tokos and submitted him, but it's Tuco Tokos, and I'd say Menafield's a little better. So I'm going to go with Umar Sy by decision or TKO on the 3rd. But I could see Menafield catching him. Mansour Abdulmalik and Cody Brundage. I'm going with Mansour Abdulmalik. He's just a lot better. I mean, better wrestling, better striking. You know, Cody Brundage can get scrappy. We've seen that in his last fight with Julian Marquez, but I just don't think he's that great of a fighter compared to Mansour. So I'm going to say Mansour wins this by TKO in the first round or second. Cody Garbrandt and Ione Barcelos. I'm going with Barcelos. Yeah, I could see Cody Garbrandt winning, but I'm not going to pick him right now. Unless he proves something to us. Maybe I'll consider picking him in the future going on then. But I'm going to go with Barcelos here. Now, Edmund Shabazian and Andre Petrosky. Shabazian is definitely a much better striker and more powerful, and Petrosky does not have a great chin, so I could see, this is a gamble. If Shabazian's gonna win, he's gonna have to do it early in the fight and catch Petrosky, which he can, but as the fight goes on, Petrosky will have better cardio and he's gonna get his takedowns going. So, I think I'm gonna go with Petrosky. It's a tough fight to pick, but I'm going with Petrosky by decision or submission because Shabazian does gas as the fights go on. But he does have a very good chance to win early. He is the favorite, but I'm gonna go with Petrosky as an underdog. Rose Namajunas and Miranda Maverick. I'm going with Rose Namajunas here. I just think she's gonna pick Miranda Maverick apart. Now let's move on to the main event, Kamaru Usman and Joaquin Buckley. I really want Usman to win, but I gotta go with Buckley here. I'll say why in a second. I know Usman can win. His keys to victory, it would be to keep Buckley at the end of his straight shots, I'd say. Keep his defense going, and he'll win the fight. But eventually, or not eventually, I think Buckley's gonna have too good of a start to the fight. Just getting his combinations in the pocket, that's what he does best. I mean, Usman is best with the straight shots, but I feel like Buckley could probably close the distance. We've seen some issues with Usman's defense with that in the past, but maybe he could improve on that. He's a little older now, 38. Buckley's 31 in his prime. I know Usman can win this fight. I'm going to say it goes to decision, but I'm going to say Buckley's just going to have too good of a start, and maybe Usman takes over as the fight goes on, but I got to go with Buckley here.